So if you're ready for a little good news, here's the top 10 things Biden has done so far that might make your life, a little bit better than when you have a fascist in office. Number one good thing, Biden signed an executive order to get stimulus checks out faster. 8 million people, maybe you, did not receive your initial $1,200 stimulus payment under the CARES Act. And anyone who didn't get that stimulus payment, by the way, you may have also been excluded from the recent $600 round. On Friday, Biden issued an executive order directing the Treasury Department to reassess its delivery structure for stimulus payments to ensure that all of those who are entitled to that money get it as quickly as possible. 2. President Biden on Friday signed another executive order that asked the U.S. Department of Agriculture to expand food benefits programs. That's right. People are hungry, and he's going to put food on your table. The order aims to increase funds for SNAP benefits and specifically targets hunger among low-income children who don't get any food at school and who have been starving. Way to go, America under Trump. Way to go, America under Biden. Full tummies. It's good. Number 3, Biden signed in another executive order aimed at protecting workers. Until last week, American workers who refused to return to work lost their unemployment benefits, even if heading back to the workplace would have, put them and their families at risk of death via pandemic. Biden is asking the Labor Department to make it clear that workers may still qualify for unemployment even if they refuse a work opportunity that could put their health at risk during a pandemic. Most people want to work. They just don't want to die or have their immunocompromised spouses or children die. Hello, good thing Biden did. Number 4, he signed an executive order aimed at increasing minimum wage for federal employees. The Office of Personnel Management has been asked by Biden for recommendations on implementing that minimum wage increase for federal employees to $15 an hour. The current federal minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. As I often say, you can't even buy pads for an hour's worth of work in America, the richest country in the United States. No. Wearing a face mask is now federally mandated for interstate travelers in the United States. Hello, Biden signed an executive order on Thursday that requires masks in airports and planes and trains and ferries and on intercity buses and public transportation. Mask mandates, very important. And remember, just like our friend Dean Baker said in our interview that's coming up on our YouTube page in a few hours, masks wearing is not about freedom. You don't have it's not like seatbelts where if you don't wear it, you're the one who, will possibly get hurt. It's more like drunk driving. You don't have the freedom to drive drunk and possibly get someone else sick. Okay? So use the drunk driving metaphor if you're talking about it. What number are we on? There's so many. Biden also rolled out a national strategy to battle coronavirus. There are several initiatives to ramp up vaccination, expand testing, and reopen the schools. The plan starts with a national vaccination campaign that aims to administer 100 million shots in the first 100 days in office. Opening up schools will also allow the 800,000 women who have been out of work because they can't find appropriate childcare and basically there isn't any to go back. How exciting that would be good for women too. And also, the Department of Education extended the pause on student loan payments through September. This is Biden's first move to address the $1 trillion debt crisis. We would like to push further into striking debt. Where's that 50,000 in strike debt off my loan payments? I would like that. First move. Anyway, also what happened last time under Trump, I don't know if this is the same under Biden, is you have to call your student loan provider and tell them that you would like to remain frozen or have your loan frozen. They're not just going to freeze it on their own. At least they didn't under Trump. We shall see. Number 7, the United States is resuming funding for the World Health Organization, and it will be joining in on the efforts to share coronavirus vaccines and information around the globe. The WHO chief and others jumped in to welcome the U.S. announcements. Of course, they probably need the money, but still, These are something Republicans, especially the QAnon kind, aren't into. And in other news, Biden rejoined the U.S. Paris Climate Agreement just hours after being sworn in as president. He revoked the permit for the Keystone XL pipeline. Thank you, Indigenous people and climate activists, for making this a top priority in recent years. And finally, number 10, Biden put an end to the Muslim travel ban and ordered the State Department to resume processing visa applications. Within 45 days, the Secretary of State will provide Biden with a report outlining the number of visa applicants who were being considered when the Trump immigrant ban went into effect. You're watching Act TV. Thanks for watching. See if you can wean yourself off the fear mongering just a little bit. Just a little bit. I noticed the Washington Post is still fear mongering. If you didn't see my piece last week about how we have to kind of change our attitudes under this new administration and get comfortable with wins in some areas, even though we're not necessarily winning in other areas as progressives or super progressives or radicals or whatever you want to call us, I'd suggest checking it out. You're watching Act TV. Thanks for watching.